gentlemen, to the third annual Maximum Carnage event. I am your host tonight, Steve Jones, and we are about to let 32 of MTA's baddest monster trucks go head-to-head in side-by-side racing competition. You don't want to miss the great action we got coming up, and we are going to crown the 2022 Maximum Carnage champion right here tonight, and everybody's coming in with great momentum. Everyone's got their trucks running up in top-notch. These guys are going to let it all hang out, and the teams representing the most here tonight is Johnson Motorsports and Outlaw Motorsports, bringing all 5 of their competition trucks to the show here tonight. And we're getting things kicked off with round 1. Up first is going to be Ethan Wagner and Cyclops, now set to take on Nevaeh Blank out of Hagerstown, Maryland in the Iron Warrior Ford over in the far lane. Now, if you guys remember, earlier this week on Thunder, Ethan Wagner and Cyclops made it all the way to the finals. We'll see what he's got for us here tonight. There's the whole shot by Iron Warrior down the straight stretch, up and over the cars. Iron Warrior turns it over, coming across the last set of cars. The Ford out of Hagerstown's upside down, and Cyclops does move on. Let's go back and take another look. Maximum Carnage starting early here tonight. She had a huge lead out on Cyclops, gets fumbled up there in no man's land, a hard bounce, just rocked up and rolled over on her. Nonetheless, Cyclops does get the win. Next up in round 1 competition, Chad Legit, Too Legit out of Bad Weather Racing, bringing back Tropical Thunder. He won this event 1 year ago, and you better believe he wants to do it again here tonight. Over in the near lane from Sky High Racing is Aaron Church and Bakugan Dragonoid. Aaron built that truck in his own garage, sent it all the way out here to MTA. Here's the green light now. Dragonoid and Tropical Thunder dead even down the stretch, up and through no man's land, and Aaron Church and Dragonoid pulled the trigger, coming across the last set of cars, gets the win over last year's champion. Next up in round 1, Joseph Parker in the King Crunch Chevrolet out of Spring, Texas. He draws up against Rich Wagner, the former 11-time Thursday Night Thunder champion and the 2020 Independent Showdown champion. He is looking for another big championship here tonight in the Wild Hair Chevrolet from Wells Motorsports. There's the green light now down the straight stretch. Battle of the bow tie even through no man's land here. Wagner's out of shape, and I do believe King Crunch may have gotten the win over the long-time veteran. We're going to go down and take another look at the MTA photo finish. It was an incredible race all the way through no man's land, but your winner will be King Crunch and Joseph Parker, moving on to round 2 competition. As you see, Wild Hair went off the course. But next up in round 1 competition, Joey Andrews out of K&J Motorsports from Hagerstown, Maryland in the Black Stallion Ford. He is now set to take on Wildman Ryan Johnson and Brodozer, back in action again here at Maximum Carnage. He wants to knock off old Andrews there in the near lane in Black Stallion. Who's going to round 2? Here's the green light. Looks like both trucks are even down the line, up and over no man's land here, and Joey Andrews with a huge upset here in round 1. Hangs it up on the jersey wall, but a big-time win for K&J Motorsports, and Brodozer is completely spun around before the finish line. Next up here in round 1, Justin Lamb and his brand new Midnight Rider went all the way to the finals a couple of months ago. He is representing Outlaw Motorsports, but in the far lane is newcomer Rudy Zilligy in the brand new Rage Chevrolet, ready to rock and roll here at Maximum Carnage. Who goes on to round 2? We're about to find out. Here's the green light now. Both trucks now hard off the line. Up and over no man's land, and Midnight Rider and Justin Lamb letting it all hang out here in round 1. Midnight Rider will be back in round 2. A tough break for newcomer Rudy Zilligy. He'll be back in Rage sooner than later. Next up to the line here in round 1, Joseph Nelson, the rookie sensation from the April season of Thunder. He has had Mind Blower set on kill, ready to rock and roll here tonight at Maximum Carnage. Over in the near lane, the Crazy Cat Jason Walk back in Prowler. He is representing Johnson Motorsports here tonight at Maximum Carnage. Here's the green light now. Prowler got him off the line. Joseph Nelson trying to come back in the far lane and does pick up the win over the Crazy Cat here in round 1. Mind Blower pulled the trigger through no man's land, laid out all the horsepower, and picks up a big win. Next up in round 1, we have got Blake Mahoney, another representative out of Hagerstown, Maryland in Overkill Evolution. He is now set to take on the Diggers Diecast version of Gravedigger. Nugget is representing the team here tonight in the Gravedigger. He is now set to take on Overkill Evolution in round 1. Who's going to round 2 now, stage? Here's the green light. Ford and Chevrolet down the straight stretch. Gravedigger's got a lead on. Overkill coming back in the end. And folks, I'm not sure who got the win. Both drivers are letting it all hang out here in round 1. we're going to go down and take a look at the photo finish as they came so close across the finish line. Your winner, Blake Mahoney in Overkill Evolution, knocking off Gravedigger here in round 1. Next up in round 1, we've got Fifi Kairis in the Snakebite Ford out of Pacific, Missouri. He is now set to take on Peanut in Maximum Destruction out of Paxton, Illinois. He is staged over here in the near lane, but Fifi has known to put that Snakebite all the way down to the shutdown area with a bad fast pass. Who's going on to round 2? Snakebite takes on Max D. Here's their green light now down the straight stretch. They're even. Peanut starting to pull a big time lead on Snakebite up and over the cars here, and Peanut flat out took Snakebite to Gapplebee's. He put the old Ford Snakebite on the trailer. Next up in round 1 competition, Robbie Keaton bringing back the old Goldberg machine. He is now set to take on a brand new ride for Mitch Brown. That truck was built by Mitch Brown in his own garage, sent all the way out here to the MTA track. That is Bigfoot Power Wheels, and Mitch Brown is proudly representing Outlaw Motorsports. What's he got for Goldberg in the far lane? However, here is the green light down the straight stretch, and Brown got him off the line. Goldberg trying to hang right there with him, and wow, look out! Goldberg upside down in the end. Both trucks were letting it all fly here in round 1. What an incredible race it was. Robbie Keaton upside down and Goldberg. Let's go back and take another look here. You see Mitch Brown in the near lane got Goldberg off the line, but it wasn't over just yet. Watch Goldberg in the far lane, some big time air. Pogos it on the rear end, almost came back on him, and Mitch Brown just barely edged out a victory, but nonetheless is the winner. Goldberg is upside down, and what a race that was. But next up, it's your boy Shaggy, Matt Cheever, returning out of Poplar Branch, North Carolina, in the Gravedigger the Legend machine. He is now set to take on Aiden Johnson in Johnson Motorsports' brand new truck, Lumberjack, ready to rock and roll here, making its debut at Maximum Carnage. Can he put Shaggy on the trailer early? Here's the green light now. Legend and Lumberjack down the straight stretch. Shaggy's got a lead on him, but look out! Lumberjack came back in the end. Shaggy pogoed it on the rear, rode it out all the way across the finish line, but Aiden Johnson in the brand new Lumberjack is your winner in round 1. Next up, we've got Carson Wells and his brand new ride, Son of a Digger Fire, at a No Fear Racing. He is set now to take on Raylan Mullins in that hot pink Medusa, staged over there in the far lane. She's looking to do good here at Maximum Carnage, ready to knock off this brand new truck, Son of a Digger Fire. Carson Wells behind the wheel. Here we go now. There's the green light. Both trucks hard up the line. Medusa got a little bit of a lead. Son of a Digger trying to play catch up and couldn't come up with it. Raylan Mullins and Medusa grabbed the win here early in round 1. We'll see the hot pink Ford back in round 2 competition. Next up in round 1, we have got Corey Marvin representing No Fear Racing. Northern Nightmare looking strong earlier tonight in qualifying. He is staged now in the far lane, but he draws up the old-time veteran, James Valencourt, the owner of K&J Motorsports. He has got that lime green Liquidator machine staged over here in the near lane. Who's going to round 2? The green light goes down and Liquidator pulling a lead on Nightmare, but Marvin's coming back, and then whoa, look how Marvin's into Max D's hauler there in the shutdown area. I can't even call that the shutdown area. That is the pit area. He went over the retaining wall and got into Max D's hauler. Letting it all fly here in round 1. Your winner's going to be Liquidator by merely inches before Marvin went over the wall. James Valencourt and Liquidator do pick up the win. Next up here in round 1, we have got Kieran Adams out of K&J Motorsports back behind the wheel and Crash Test Dummy, but he takes on Thursday Night Thunder's own kryptonite. That is Chantel Bailey in the West Virginia Mountaineer, who has got 3 consecutive wins on Thunder. She's looking to carry that momentum into the 100th episode next week. Mountaineer and Crash Test Dummy, here's the green light. Both trucks are side by side, and we got a race across the finish line. Adams turns it over. Crash Test Dummy is upside down across the finish line, and Bailey is back there in the pits. Got into the wild hair machine, and hopefully she didn't cause damage. Even though Wagner's out of competition, she may have hurt her own truck. But going down here to the MTA track, there you see Crash Test Dummy is upside down. Bailey does get the win in the Mountaineer, and the MTA track crew and officials are going to roll over Crash Test Dummy. Looks like he busted off the right front knuckle. Maybe some other things going on. Yeah, there you can see the tire is completely off the axle. A tough break for Adams at Maximum Carnage. We'll hope to see him back in the near future. Next up in round 1 competition, we have got Cameron Blank in the Avenger Chevrolet out of Michigan, ready to rock and roll against the Cowboy from Hell, Timothy Cantwell and Bounty Hunter. He is representing Outlaw Motorsports' Over here in the near lane, the Bounty Hunter's looking stronger than ever in qualifying. Newcomer Cameron Blank and Avenger looking to make a name for himself at Maximum Carnage. Here's the green light. Ford and Chevrolet down the straight stretch. They're even. Looks like Cantwell's got a slight lead on him and pulls it out in the end. Bounty Hunter, the Ford out of Tonganoxie, Kansas, moves on. Next up in round one, it is Jalen Buford in the beautiful USA 1 Chevrolet, and may I add, last month's Monster Mania 3 champion. He is now set to take on the brand new Gravedigger. Longer wheelbase. That is Joshua Wells, the icon, out of No Fear Racing, rocking and rolling with his longer wheelbase Gravedigger. Two bow ties in round one, gonna throw it down. Here's the green light. USA 1 pulled a lead on the Digger, but Gravedigger trying to come back and couldn't come up with it. And Jalen Buford trying to shut it down and gets into Avenger in the shutdown area. USA 1 knocks off Gravedigger early in round one. And folks, as we get set to close out the competition of round one, Brian Prazak and Monster Patrol out of Outlaw Motorsports now set to take on not just a rival, but a team rival. This guy's representing Johnson Motorsports, six-time Thunder champion, Jeffrey Skipper, U.S. Air Force Afterburner. This one ought to be a dandy. Here's the green light now. Two rival teams going head-to-head. Skipper's got a lead on him, and Monster Patrol coming back in the end. And both drivers, again, these guys are letting it all hang out, trying to get the championship win here tonight. I'm not sure who got the win, both of them letting it all hang out. We're going down to the MTA photo finish. Your winner, Brian Prazak and Monster Patrol. He knocks off Afterburner in round one. And folks, to take a quick break, I want to remind you that coming up on May 28th, MTA and Justice for All is coming to the MTA YouTube channel. 32 trucks will be going head-to-head racing for the Injustice for All Championship. Back here now with Maximum Carnage, we are setting out to kick off round two action. And up first, we have got Ethan Wagner and Cyclops bringing the Chevrolet back to the line. He is ready to take on Sky High Racing owner Aaron Church and Bakugan Dragonoid staged over in the far lane. Both these drivers looked incredibly good in round one, but can they carry the momentum right here in round two? Who's moving on to round three competition at Maximum Carnage stage? Here's the green light now. Both trucks got a good start. Dragonoid pulling a lead, but Cyclops out of shape, and Dragonoid gets the win. Wagner got all out of shape on that first jump. Dragonoid is your winner. Next up in round two competition, we have got Joseph Parker bringing back the King Crunch Chevrolet out of Spring, Texas, now set to take on Joey Andrews and the Blackstone Ford out of Hagerstown, Maryland, representing K&J Motorsports. The classic matchup, Ford versus Chevrolet. Round two action coming at you large and in charge. Maximum Carnage Championship on the line. Here's the green light now. Ford and Chevrolet down the straight stretch. Flying high up and over no man's land, and Andrews turns it over in the end. Black Stallion's upside down. King Crunch tried to play catch up on him in the end and couldn't come up with it. A hard bounce there for Joey Andrews in the far lane. I think he caught the backside of that bus ramp and it kicked him end over end there in the shutdown area. There you see the track crew and officials have rolled him back over. You know the K&J team is going to take a look at that truck, get him back to the best of their ability for round three. But next up here in round two, we have got Justin Lamb and the Midnight Rider representing Outlaw Motorsports. He is now set to take on the rookie sensation Joseph Nelson in that brand new Mind Blower. And again, he had a great time out there on Thursday Night Thunder for the April season. He's trying to carry the momentum here at Maximum Carnage. Here's the green light now, and both trucks with an incredible start, up and over no man's land, and what a race it is. But Joseph Nelson and Mind Blower barely edging out the Midnight Rider here in round two. We'll see that truck back in round three competition. Next up in round two, we have got Peanut bringing back Maximum Destruction out of Paxton, Illinois, ready to rock and roll against the Overkill Evolution. Out of Hagerstown, Maryland, Blake Mahoney looks strong in round one. He's ready to knock off Peanut, as in round one, he knocked off the Gravedigger. Both trucks are staged at the line. Max D, Overkill. Here's the green light now, and Overkill's got him up the line. Peanut trying to play catch up on him, and does. And look out, Max D with a rough ride across the finish line, but Peanut gets the win in Max D. Next up here in round two competition, we have got Aiden Johnson in Lumberjack, now set to take on Downtown Mitch Brown in his brand new Bigfoot Power Wheels, representing Outlaw Motorsports. And this one comes down to a pride and ego type thing for each driver representing their respective teams. Aiden Johnson with Johnson Motorsports, Mitch Brown with Outlaw. Here's the green light, and Brown and Johnson are down the straight stretch, up through no man's land, and Mitch Brown getting the win over the brand new Lumberjack here in round two. but can't cut Aiden Johnson any slack. He was hanging right there with the big bad Ford. Next up in round 2, Raylan Mullins and Medusa coming back to the line, ready to take on the longtime veteran James Valancourt in Liquidator, who rocked and rolled in round 1, but so did Raylan Mullins and Medusa. The question is, which one of these Fords is going to move on to round 3? The lime green Liquidator machine or the hot pink Medusa in the near lane? Here's the green light now. Medusa got him up the line. Liquidator coming back on him in the end. Oh my word! Double roll over there in the shutdown area. I can't believe what I just saw. You guys just witnessed it firsthand. Both trucks are upside down in the shutdown area. I don't even know who won this thing. I do believe MTA officials are calling Medusa the winner. As you see, Liquidator did not cross the finish line. Holy smokes, I've never seen anything like that. Medusa is your winner. I cannot get over that, ladies and gentlemen, but next up in round 2, it is the Cowboy from Hell, Timothy Cantwell and Bounty Hunter, representing Outlaw Motorsports, ready to take on another Johnson Motorsports rival, Chantel Bailey, the current Thunder champion in Mountaineer. 2 Fords now going head-to-head down the straight stretch. Cantwell's got a lead on her. Bailey fall behind, and Timothy Cantwell, the Cowboy from Hell, gets the win over West Virginia Mountaineer, knocking off Johnson Motorsports once again. Bounty Hunter does move on to round 3. Mountaineer is parked for the night. And next up here in round 2, we have got Brian Prazak and Monster Patrol, Jalen Buford, USA 1. Both drivers are representing Outlaw Motorsports, but these pair of drivers are father and son. And you know there's bragging rights on the line. Who moves on to round 3 competition? 2 Chevrolets going head-to-head. Father versus son. Monster Patrol, USA 1. Here's the green light. 2 bow ties down the straight stretch. Monster Patrol with a lead, but Buford coming back in the end. And he may have just upset the old man in the far lane. Monster Patrol kind of drifted off the side of the track there. Don't know who got the win 100% yet. We're about to go down to an MTA photo finish for a booth review. Your winner, Jalen Buford in USA 1, puts Monster Patrol and his own teammate on the trailer. And ladies and gentlemen, that'll wrap up round 2 competition here at Maximum Carnage. Don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more great racing still to come. Round 3 is coming up next, but get ready for next week, episode 100 of Thunder.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Back here now at Maximum Carnage, we are set to kick off round 3 competition. The racing is getting closer, and these guys are all fighting for the championship. Up first in round 3, Aaron Church bringing Dragonoid to the line, ready to take on Joey Andrews, who rolled the truck over in round 2. Black Stallion out of Hagerstown, Maryland, representing K&J Motorsports. He looks back and ready to go here to kick off round 3. Who's moving on to semifinals? Black Stallion taking on Dragonoid. Both trucks are staged at the line. Here's the green light now. Down the straight stretch, they're even. Going to the first jump up and over no man's land. And Black Stallion and Joey Andrews will knock off Dragonoid here to kick off round 3. We'll see him back in semis. Next up in round 3, Peanut, Max D out of Paxton, Illinois. He's been rocking and rolling here at Maximum Carnage, looking to upset the rookie sensation, Joseph Nelson and Mindblower, who he is staged over here in the near lane, and we have got to admit, Mindblower's been looking strong since its April season debut. The next question is, who's going on to semis? Max Deer, Mindblower. Here's the green light. Both trucks strong up the line. They're even up and over the first jump in. Joseph Nelson and Mindblower letting it all fly out here in round 3, taking it all the way down to the shutdown area. He gets the win here in round 3. Next up in round 3, we have got Medusa. Raylan Mullins coming to the line in that hot pink machine Medusa, ready to take on Downtown Mitch Brown in the brand new Bigfoot Power Wheels out of Pacific, Missouri. He is representing Outlaw Motorsports here at Maximum Carnage. Both Fords are staged at the line. Which Ford Oval moves on to semifinals? Here is the green light now down the straight stretch. They're even. Mullins has a lead on him, but Brown's coming back in the end. And I think he may have done it. Trying to shut down the big Ford horsepower. Bumps into Avenger there in the shutdown area. And Mullins may have underestimated the Bigfoot. Your winner, Downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot, moves on to semis. Medusa is on the trailer. Next up here in round 3, we have got Timothy Cantwell and Bounty Hunter set now to take on his own teammate, Jalen Buford. USA 1 Chevrolet ready to rock and roll, the Monster Mania 3 champion from last month, but he knows Timothy Cantwell and Bounty Hunter, even though they're teammates, ain't neither driver gonna cut another driver any slack out here on the circuit. This one's for bragging rights for Outlaw Motorsports. Here's the green light, Ford and Chevrolet. The Ford's got a lead, but USA 1 trying to come back and couldn't come up with it. Cantwell gets into a little bit of trouble, nonetheless gets the win over USA 1. And ladies and gentlemen, we are moving right along with semi-final competition. We started with 32 trucks, we're down to 4. First up in semis, Joey Andrews and Black Stallion. He is ready to take on Joseph Nelson, who is on a mission here tonight in that brand new Mindblower. Joey Andrews already turned the truck over in round 2. K&J Racing got it back together. Who's going to the finals? Mindblower, Black Stallion, there's the green light. They're even down the stretch, up and over no man's land, and Joey Andrews hangs it on the Jersey wall again, but gets the win over Mindblower here in semifinal competition, putting the rookie on the trailer. Next up in semis, another battle of teammates from Outlaw Motorsports. The Cowboy from Hell, Timothy Cantwell and Bounty Hunter, ready to take on Downtown Mitch Brown in Bigfoot. 2 Ford Oval staged at the line. Outlaw Motorsports team and pride on the line. Who's going to the finals? Mitch Brown or Tim Cantwell? Both drivers are staged. Bigfoot, Bounty Hunter, here's the green light. Bigfoot got him off the line, trying to hold out a lead. Bounty Hunter's in trouble, and Mitch Brown and Bigfoot knock off his teammate here in the semifinal competition. Bigfoot is in the finals. What an incredible race by both drivers from Outlaw Motorsports. But this is what it all comes down to. The Maximum Carnage Championship. It has come down to Bigfoot versus Black Stallion. 2 Fords, one out of Hagerstown, Maryland, the other out of Pacific, Missouri. Joey Andrews from K&J Motorsports turned the truck over earlier tonight. They have got it back together. He seems to be running strong and at 100%. Downtown Mitch Brown from Outlaw Motorsports, the brand new truck which debuted right here tonight. He built it himself at his own hometown in Pacific, Missouri. Bigfoot's looking strong. With Ford Oval claims the Maximum Carnage Championship. Outlaw Motorsports versus K&J. Bigfoot versus Black Stallion. Who takes home the win here tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Bigfoot and Black Stallion down the stretch. They're even up through no man's land. Look out, Andrews in trouble. Bigfoot gets the win. Bigfoot, oh, and look out, Stallion is upside down now. And Bigfoot does get the win here at Maximum Carnage, but what happened to Black Stallion? He has rolled over there on that last set of cars. We are heading down to an MTA replay to rewatch this final run. Bigfoot and Black Stallion right here. They come off the line strong. They're pretty even down the straight stretch. Watch the pop from Joey Andrews in the near lane. The truck goes straight up and down, pogos it on the rear, and it just kicked back right there, and it gave all the opportunity in the world for Mitch Brown and Bigfoot to go right on by across the finish line. So ladies and gentlemen, from Outlaw Motorsports, your winner here tonight. Congratulations to Downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot. You are the 2022 Maximum Carnage Champion. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for coming out and watching the 3rd annual Maximum Carnage event. Congratulations again to Mitch Brown and Bigfoot in the Outlaw Motorsports race team. Be sure, guys, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road. See you next time.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that.
It's been a long time.
It's about that time. It's about that.